Welcome to the next article from Kiki and Friends. I don't have my red bandana, so I'm just going to pinch this hat to put on my confidence to do this because I hate sitting in front of the camera. Okay, so supercharging kids' self-esteem. That's what the point of this blog is all about. In case you are new here, Kiki and Friends is all about fun stories, books, journals for confident children. The aim of the blog, the videos, the books, everything is to build confidence in kids aged 3 to 6, primarily through fun stories, the growth mindset journal, Kiki I Can, and even some training courses for parents outlining positive parenting skills, which I've uploaded thus far onto Udemy, but hope to be able to then get onto my own site so that you don't have to sign up and get all the adverts as well. It's a good site nonetheless, and always discounted, so there's your benefits. On to today's subject. It's all about nurturing our children's self-esteem. I wanted to outline and make it perfectly clear what Kiki's message is, especially since the pandemic. I started this in 2015, but it has become of increasing importance since the rise of anxiety among young children after COVID and lockdown. I feel it is a matter of urgency that we must equip our children with the tools they need to navigate life, armed with belief in themselves and confidence in themselves. And as a parent, I know that you try your best to build this sense of inner strength and inner belief and help them grow into resilient adults. And these qualities right now, before they reach the age of 8, are the essential building blocks for a successful and fulfilling life in terms of happiness, because they're happy with themselves. So if you are a parent looking for ways to empower your children and help them grow into strong, confident individuals, you are in the right place. Kiki and Friends is a delightful series of children's books designed to not only entertain, but also to instill valuable life lessons in your child. Each story has an outline in Amazon or any book description of the lessons contained therein, whether it's about animal cruelty, big giving, the power of friendship, the importance of telling the truth, as well as telling you what the story is. Without further ado, we're going to meet the characters. So here we have Kiki. Who is Kiki? No, it's not you. You're Babs. Kiki is an adorable kitty. She is the heart and soul of the stories, but she's not just cute. Kiki has a secret. She is a kung fu kitten, and when she puts on her red headband, something magical happens. She transforms into a whirlwind of confidence, courage, and quick thinking. Kiki's belief in herself is the key to unlocking her extraordinary abilities, just like in your child. And she shares her adventures with a colourful lineup of characters. No, not you. No, you're not in it. You're beautiful. And all these characters play a vital role in helping children build self-esteem. So let's go meet them. There's Banjo, bit of a bumbling buffoon. He faces his fears together with Kiki and is Kiki's best friend. Banjo is a big, lovable cat who sometimes struggles with fear, but through their adventures, Kiki helps Banjo confront his fears and learn that courage can be found within himself. A great example of this is A Day at the Races, which is a funny story that teaches children the power of friendship. And Kiki here brings out Banjo's inner genie in the face of a scary racing challenge that'll have you on the edge of your seat. And I'll spill no more details. Then there is Dali, the artistic mouse. Dali. Creativity is an essential aspect of self-expression and self-esteem. I think I must have read that somewhere. Dali, the artist of our group of furry friends, reminds children to embrace their creative side, to explore their imagination, and believe in the uniqueness of their artistic creations. And he certainly does love all of his creations. He's quite a bossy boots, and he lives life with flair. Then there's Tiny and Titch, who are not Tiny and Titch. They're quite big butch mice, aren't they? Yeah. And they prove that size does not define strength. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? Tiny and Titch, the strong twin mice, show children that size is not a measure of strength. These pint-sized heroes teach children to believe in their unique qualities and strengths, no matter how small they might feel. Another pair of mice, Winston and Churchill. Always very prepared and neat, Winston and Churchill are the resourceful mice. They always have a plan and they're always organised. And they exemplify the value of being prepared and teach children the value of responsibility, tidiness and being ready for life's adventures. E poi alla fine abbiamo Piero. Piero is the flamboyant Italiano pussycat. And he embraces life with zest. Piero was, in A Case of Mistaken Identity, the first book, the new cat on the block. And it's his ability, which actually brought me to tears even though I wrote the story, his ability to forgive and embrace the joy of life that inspires children to be resilient in the face of challenges. You'll have to read it to the end, that book, definitely worth it. And this zest for life that Piero has helps children understand the importance of letting go and embracing the present moment. Yes, Piero does all of this. And he really has an I can attitude in The Circus Is Coming to Town. He doesn't mind stepping out of his comfort zone. He does what needs to be done to help save the circus mice. Those are just a handful of the characters. There are loads more. And of course, we've got the bad guys called the Farmies as well. But I'm not going to go into that here. That was just a little spidgen, an introduction. I want to primarily reinforce the message and aim and mission of the blog and the books. So how can all these lovely little fairy characters, Kiki and Friends, help your child? Remember, these are aimed at age 3 to 6. So first of all, they help boost self-esteem. That's the primary mission. And each character in the series contributes to the development of your child's self-esteem in some way or another. For example, Kiki teaches them the importance of believing in themselves. And she does this time and time again, putting on her red headband and getting her friends out of trouble. Overcoming fears. It's through the adventures that they all have that children learn to face their fears with courage and determination, because they put themselves into the shoes of these put themselves into the fairy paws of all these lovely characters, and they can relate to them and then understand that they too have an inner strength that will help them, just like with the little fairy friends, conquer obstacles and problems. Also, another area, thanks to Dali, the books help them embrace creativity, and they learn to explore this creativity, giving them a sense of self-worth and individuality, and showing that art is very, very important, even though it's not really promoted like maths and English and languages and whatever else, science. We wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for art, and we wouldn't have inspiration and inspirational objects and music and so forth, and beautiful design and furniture if it weren't for art. The books also help defy stereotypes. Mustn't judge a book by its cover, especially with the major. Looks like a doddering old cat, but in fact he has quite a few clever tricks up his furry sleeve. And of course, the small mice with all their little powers that they have, which are actually have a big, major impact. Winston and Churchill teach preparation, responsibility, which touched on already, being prepared, taking responsibility for your actions. All these valuable life skills are instilled by the little pussycats and mice. As well as maintaining a positive outlook, Piero definitely embodies that one, even in challenging situations or hurtful situations. So, all in all, rounding this up, Kiki and Friends can be called your go-to hub for raising confident kids through interactive learning. So there's the courses, which provide you with skills to impart on the children, but also directly have activities for the children to do directly. It is also your go-to hub for the growth mindset theme. And this is primarily not just through the books, but the I Can journal. At the moment, it's a 3-month version. I plan to split it into single months, so it's a smaller book to handle. I did a trial rollout, and that was a comment, make it into 3 books. I'm going to do that. There's a lovely, if you do go to the blog site, there's a lovely page, a lovely photo from Mia's World Book Club, who participated in the trial. So many thanks to her, and also to Laura Simpson. I will add them in the text above, below, comments, etc. The trial actually also highlighted some problem areas for certain parents. This is, I initially was worried about this and felt a little bit saddened. However, if we don't highlight problems, then we're not able to deal with them. So the journaling journey, no matter whether it fits in my Kiki I Can journal or the growth mindset journals or any other type of journal that you decide to introduce your children to, is always a form of self-expression and inward reflection. Be prepared for monsters or the unexpected to come out. It's not all just going to be flowers and I'm happy today. Just be advised. However, if you do it every day, these become more manageable. And that's what some of the foster parents who trialled the I Can journal found. I'm going to read out a quote. The I Can journal helped us uncover the insecurities of our children, that our children were feeling. They couldn't see anything positive in themselves. This came out as anger and sadness. When we experienced this when doing the journal, we contacted a social worker who is helping them through this. That's great. So they were able to then move on and guide their children through the journey beyond the journal. In essence, though, it's not all just fun and frolics. There's some serious stuff here with Kiki and Friends. They're not just these vibrant characters in a book. They are actually real, true companions on your child's journey, into helping them build their self-esteem, their self-belief, their self-confidence. And it's through their adventures and the resources on the blog where you'll find a wealth of tools that you can help your child become strong and confident. Ready to take on the world. So let's follow Kiki's paw prints and empowering stories and watch our children thrive with Kiki and Friends by their side. You can start the reading journey right now and go to www.kikiandfriends.co.uk or click somewhere and share with a parent who you know will love this. Let's make our kids confident with Kiki and Friends. Thank you.